Hey guys, Andy Parton back again with some recruiting information. Today I got four questions on recruiting I got from parents. So let's get right down to it. All right, number one, what is the best method for contacting college coaches? Email, phone call, letters? No, not letter. Attaching videos. And who should the student athlete contact? Head coach, recruit coordinator? All right, so to answer the first part of your question, the best method for contacting a college coach is definitely going to be email. Send those coaches an email and basically, dear coach, I'm interested, my name is so-and-so, I'm interested in, so-and-so school. Invite those coaches to watch you play. List some references you may have. Attach your schedule. If you have some video, put some video on there. Wish those coaches luck, with their next game, season, whatever, and see what happens. What you don't want to do is send a mass email, dear coach, and have at the top, you got the 15 schools, that you're all sending it to. Take the time and personalize that email to that coach. Let that coach know you're definitely interested in his program. And see what happens. So who to contact? You can send it to the head coach, but most of the time they're going to send it off to their assistant anyway, or their assistants who handle recruiting. I'm not saying the head coaches that aren't involved in recruiting, but especially the bigger the schools, they're going to dish a lot of information off to their recruit coordinator and their assistants. A lot of the smaller schools, the head coach is going to be much more involved in the recruiting process. So, all right, hopefully that answers that one. All right, number two is a little long, but it's a good question. Stay with me here. What is the best way to make yourself stand out to coaches? My son does everything asked of him. He gets to the field early. He's always dressed and ready to play. He hustles onto and off the field, plays hard every single play. Always displays a good attitude as an honor student in the classroom. I hear all coaches say these things matter. So why do kids who routinely not do these things get scholarship offers? Or is it more about projectability and measurables, i.e. showcase players, versus talent in game situations and character of the player? All right. Let's see how to answer this question best. So if you're a kid who throws 95, you don't always have to have the best attitude. If you're a kid who routinely hits the ball over the outfielder's head, you can get away, with not doing some of the things that you listed. I'm not saying that's right and that shouldn't happen. Every kid should aspire to do all the things that, that you just said. But it's going to come down to sheer talent, and ability. Those other intangibles are great, but the bigger the school, they're gonna go after the elite players. The kids who are not the elite players are not going to go to the big time Division I schools. So these things are great, and I would encourage every player to do the things that that you said, and it's going to come down to genetics too. And I know that's not what people want to hear, but my son is 9. He wants to play in the NBA. I've already told him, hey bud, I love you. I'm 5'10". Your mom's 5'4". You're not going to be a tall dude. So he knows he's got to do certain things really well, on the court to even make his middle school team. So, so genetics, is a key situation here too. If you're 5'2", you're not going to play in the major leagues. You might be a great jockey, so you just got limitations, man. I guess to best answer your question, it's going to come down to ability and talent over everything. The other things are important, but if you've got just this crazy ability, you're going to get recruited before the guys who don't. So hopefully that answers your question. It was a good question. The third question is, what is the best way to get in front of college coaches? Is it camps, showcases, tournaments. It's a combination. It's a combination. You want to be on an established team who has a track record of, helping kids move on, to different levels of college baseball. You want to attend some showcase camps. Impact Baseball camps is a great way because you've got different levels of college coaches working the camps, and you get to interact with those coaches. They get to evaluate you. You get a chance to see if you like them. It's a win-win situation. So, and then camps on college campuses, the school's own camp, it's a great way. We discussed this, I think, a little bit in the last video, but it's a great way for you to evaluate that coach, and then it's a great way for them to evaluate you as well. And then you definitely want to, you've got to be on some team that gets you in front of those coaches, and you need people, on your side who you can use as references that have a realistic, feel for what ability that you have and what level of college baseball that you can play at. So it's really a combination. There's no magic like, if I do this, I'm going to get recruited. It's if you're a freaky athlete, it doesn't take as much, but if you're not, it's a process. So hopefully that answers that question. I think that's good enough for that one. All right, the last question is, what age or year do college coaches typically start recruiting a ball player? Well, that's a tough question to answer because there's no timeline. There's no written timeline that everyone follows. Division I school is going to recruit different than a Division II, a Division III, an NAIA, junior college. They all have different rules. It's a different timeline for the different level of player. The big time elite Division I athlete is going to get recruited differently than the ones who aren't. So, for example, look at the kids who are 2021 grads right now. All right, where are those kids committing to schools? Well, they're committing to the big time Division I schools, right? So you kind of get an idea of what that level player is, all right, and then what level he's, college baseball he's going to go play at. Now, the guys who are not the elite Division I guys, things are going to happen a little bit later for them, and it's not right or wrong. It's just going to happen later. And I think so many parents and players, they see this recruiting thing as a race, man. It's a race. It's not a race, man. It's a journey. It's a journey. The recruitment process is a journey. Enjoy the process. The dumbest thing you could do is to set a timeline. Like, I'm gonna commit by June 1 of my sophomore year. Well, I think you're setting yourself up to make some dumb decisions, and and then you're going to have some problems once you make those dumb decisions. Getting out of a commitment, transferring from a school, man, that's the last thing you want to get involved in. Getting into a situation where you're not gonna be happy, you're not gonna play, you don't have a good chance of playing. And, when you're in college, man, and you're not playing, nobody's happy. You're not happy. Your parents aren't happy. I mean, so find the best fit, and don't get into a rush with this thing. Just because your buddy is committed doesn't mean you have to commit soon. And I think a lot of people, a lot of players and parents, they see it as kind of a status thing. Well, I need to commit earlier. No, don't get wrapped up in that stuff. So, hopefully those answered your questions. Hopefully you guys learned something from that. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.